Hello. Yo, what up, y'all? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Alrighty. What up, everybody? How's my audio sounding? Is it too good? Is it good? Is it alright? Are we alive? I think we are. I think we're good. How's everybody doing, huh? I think we are alive. We are doing great. Let me turn off my phone here. Maybe I have the kids will interrupt me when I'm doing this. Maybe point this down a little bit more. Ooh wee. All right. Was good. 32 Demon, Evan, DK, audio's good. Was at the studio last night. You were at the studio last night. Was I at the studio last night? Was I at the studio? I don't know if I might have been at the studio last night. You were at the studio last night. Were you in the A room? With Headache? Wait, you were tracking with Headache? Oh, you should have said hi. Dog, I didn't. Oh, my bad. Missed opportunity. I didn't know that was you. Missed opportunity. We will meet. Yeah, you were at In the Mix, huh? Well, thanks for coming through. All right, this is the most nerdiest of nerdy, potentially boring, also just like hanging out streams. All right, here's the deal. I got a new keyboard. I got a new mechanical keyboard. This is the case. I messed up, and this is the wrong PCB. See how the lights shoot up into the keyboard? I don't want it to shoot up because it doesn't light up the case. Here's the correct PCB. If I take off the cable... Oh my goodness, that's tougher than I thought. Hold on, give me a second. New custom cable that I just got in the mail today. Thank you, Alpaca Cables. Plug this in. See how it points down? Look what it does to the case. It's so clean and really bright. So, what I gotta do, we're not even gonna touch this piece. I'm putting this off to the side for a moment. We're not even gonna touch that for a moment. I need to plug this. It's not even in there. See how it's just straight up just PCB? It doesn't even have a case in it right now. I need it to type. I need this to type something, so I'm just using it right now. These are the switches. So underneath each of these keycaps, because I know this is not a keyboard enthusiast channel. Underneath each of these keycaps is a switch. You can hear it. Underneath each of these keycaps is a switch. Here's another switch right here. These are really, really nice switches. These are called Novel Key Cream switches. what I'm gonna do is now, all right, what I'm gonna do. What up, Vendor Wolf? Hope you're having a good day, man. I am having a great day. We just came off of a really great seminar that we were streaming for 4 hours. So this is my second stream of the day. What up, Linhard? Thanks for joining again. You're super interested to see how this works. Well, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the music because, honestly, this is just chill, and we're just talking. We're just hanging out, honestly. I want this keyboard to look super nice. I'm going to put the case to the side, put this on the chair over here. What I'm going to do is, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to open up each individual one of these switches. So check this out. I have this switch opener here. I squeeze it. It pops open the switch. You'll see there's 3 parts of the switch. There's the top housing, which we can basically ignore. There's the stem. The spring. Put the stem down here. The stem, the spring, and then we can remove the bottom housing, which has the metal contact film. Okay, we put that off to the side right here, just like that. I have 70 switches to go through. All right, this is a real thing. Let me change the lights too to make it a little bit more moody in this room. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, I moved the camera. This is not a very good camera setup. I apologize. We're getting as close as we possibly can. I tightened it too much. It's on a tripod, everything. All right. Let me change the mood lighting here. Yes. And then afterwards, what we're going to do is then I take all these lube switches. Well, let me do the next step after that. So after that, I have what's called stabilizers. The stabilizers is what holds the big keys together. So like the spacebar, if you hit the left side of the spacebar, the right side of the spacebar, the entire spacebar evenly goes down. That's because of the stabilizers. So I'm going to have to attach the screw and the stabilizers into the PCB. And then we will use a soldering iron and solder in each of the keys, each of the individual switches into the PCB. So here you go. Just like so, the switches go into the PCB, and then I will take a soldering iron and solder in the switches. They have hot swap keyboards, so this is a hot swap keyboard, so that means I don't have to solder it in. You can just like poke it in, push it in. But this one is a fully hot swappable. There's not a hot swappable one, so there's a bunch of holes in it. We're gonna do a lot of soldering in this. I'm waiting for one more piece of equipment in the mail. I ordered 100 tiny LEDs, so this one only has bottom LEDs that's supposed to diffuse into the case, but I bought 100 LEDs so I can actually solder in LEDs on top that'll go on top of the case as well. We'll probably won't do the soldering today, but for the next hour or so we're going to be breaking open these switches and lubing them. So feel free to ask any questions, come hang out with me, just listen to this lo-fi music. Let me know if the music is too loud, if the audio is too loud. I'm trying my best to like balance everything here. But honestly, this is not interesting at all. We're just hanging out. That's all it is. This is not interesting at all. The only thing that's interesting is me, I guess. Nah, we never met yet. Well, we need to meet. We never met. I was at Low Key Studios in Huntington Park. Yeah, we need to meet up. Next time you're here at the studio, come say hi. How do you know Headache and that gang over there, Evan? Because Headache, did you know, Headache used to be at my spot. Him and Jeff were in Studio B in the Mix. And when they left last year from In the Mix is when we took over B. So they were in a lease with the landlord, and we basically, I don't want to say bail out, but they were trying to leave due to some complications, and it sounded like a good opportunity for them to switch to a different studio. And then we took over that spot, so that's what happened. Yeah. Ooh. So you want to see, let's watch this video together. It's been a minute since I've watched a video on how to lube. from Teod Types. Teod Types is dope.
Things we need out of the way first. You're obviously going to need your lube of choice and your switches. For this tutorial, I'll be using Krytox 205 Grade 0, a fairly popular lubricant, and Cherry MX Black switches. My methodology is the same regardless of what lube I use, so even if you're not using Krytox 205 Grade 0, you can still follow along in this video. It's ideal that you have a switch opener, especially if you plan on building multiple keyboards. The one I'm using here is from KeyBoss. I've been using it now for almost 3 years and have felt no need to purchase a new one, but any similar product will do.
Dude, I
they
love
essentially
keyboards
all
because
work
it's like the one thing that I use every day.
I'll have links to this as well as some alternatives down below in the description box. You're also going to want a thin paintbrush, preferably a 00 or 000 size. And I'm not exactly sure what this last item is officially called, but at least in the context of keyboards, we're going to call it a stem holder. This one is somewhat optional, it's more of a quality of life kind of product, but I personally recommend it. First, we need to disassemble the switch. A MX style switch is composed of a top housing that clips onto a bottom housing via 4 clips.
I'm glad. Yeah, Twitch is
We
really
simply
dope.
position the switch onto the switch opener
we
such that a side with 2 visible clips are aligned with a side with 2 prongs on the opener, and then gently push down just enough such that it separates the 2 halves. Once you've opened up the switch, separate out all the components.
Just a friendly engineer admiring from a distance. Crazy.
Now that we've opened the switch, it's time to apply lube where needed. There's a great post by community member Walker Stop over at Keep Talk that documents areas of friction within a switch that I highly encourage everyone to check out, as
thank you for telling me.
Insights into why areas of a switch are lubed. And one final advice before we dive in: the key to lubing is less is more. If you're new to lubing,
less is more,
start as little lube as you can during application, since if you end up feeling like your switch can use more lube, you can always add more, but removing lube is a much more cumbersome process.
You can always add more lube.
Okay,
but removing lube is difficult.
The bottom housing first.
This is good like honeymoon
brush
advice
in your
too.
Lube and gather enough lube on the tip, around the size of
I didn't
half
say that
of
out
one
loud.
of the gold switch pins.
But I did say that.
I transfer half of the lube onto one of the slider rails. I just go off visual.
What the heck is going on?
And then deposit the remaining half on the other slider rail. Then I spread the lube across
Open, dang it!
Until I feel
Open
like
a sesame, dog.
What
the heck? I'm gonna break these switches.
You don't want to see
the
whiteness of the lube remaining.
You don't want to see the whiteness of the lube remaining.
If you see white, then you've probably overlubed.
If you see white, you've probably overlubed. At this point,
there's probably some slight residual lube throughout the entire tip of your brush.
That sounds kind of
whether
racist.
You see it or not. I like to use whatever is left over and apply a thin coating on the 2 bumps on the leaf. Now, when you learn about lubing switches, you'll often hear people recommend that for linear switches, you should lube the leaf and or stem legs, and that for tactile switches, you shouldn't.
Young Nody, welcome back.
For linear switches,
good to see you again. This time I actually can talk and participate. The last one, it was a seminar, so I couldn't really talk and participate. Did you see that one? Shane is a great, that was a really great seminar.
The biggest reason being that
I think it was a really good seminar. Thank you, Shane, for doing that.
Which, secondly, by doing so, can reduce the tactility of tactile switches drastically. Especially
can reduce the tactility of tactile switches drastically. Good thing
it's very easy
that these are linear switches, so we don't have to worry about that
into essentially a linear swwitch.
This is something that you should look into. 3 different types of switches. There's linear, there's tactile, and clicky. Most of y'all know what clicky switches are. That's pretty straightforward. Let me switch the vibe lights here.
On to the spring. We only really need to lube the end of the spring, where the spring coils are bunched up,
make this one brighter
that's where the majority of spring ping tends to generate from.
The
spring
ping.
I take a somewhat generous amount of lube, this time around the size of an entire switch pin, and spread it across one end of the wire. And I make several passes around the outside of the coil.
Yeah, the purple light, it looked cool, but it wasn't really helping showcase the keyboard.
For the spring, it's okay to still see the whiteness of the lube after brushing it on, as it's a bit more forgiving than the other components.
I'm gonna open up this switch here.
After you've lubed one end of the spring, install it back onto the bottom switch housing, making sure that the side you just lubed touches the bottom.
Wait, the bottom housing? I think I remember this. Let me put the keycap back on.
I transfer half of the lube on whatever slight residual, then you've probably overness of the lube.
Okay, I remember that. I remember that bit.
Now, when you use whatever is left over and apply a thin coating on the 2 bumps on the leaf. Now, when you learn about
2 bumps on the leaf,
you'll often hear people recommend.
Oh, I see the 2 bumps. Okay, right here.
You should lube the leaf and or stem leg. People recommend that for linear switches, you should lube the leaf and or stem legs, and that for tactile switches, you shouldn't. I both agree and disagree with this by the crucifix. Otherwise, you'll just
grab
need
it
to
by the
use your
crucifix. Oh my gosh.
Once again, we're going to take
language
about
being
half
used here
a
is
gold switch
incredible.
pin sized amount of lube and use this for lubing the entirety of the switch stem. Deposit half of the lube onto one of the stem
Deposit
sliders,
half the lube.
then deposit the rest on the opposite stem slider.
Okay, I remember this.
At this
bit.
point, you'll still have
I
some
did
residual
all
lube
of the
on
switches.
tip
I've
of
done
your
this once
brush,
before. I
and
did a
just
full
dabbed the
keyboard's
back
worth of
face a
lubing
couple
once
times,
before.
as well as the top portion of the front
What are you fixing
face
there?
with the switch
I'm
legs.
now fixing. I'm modifying and enhancing the switches that are going to go inside of a mechanical keyboard. Y'all want to see? I'm just because I'm not
Then
using the
starting
keyboard
with
at
one
all.
of the
I'm going to
faces
leave
with the stem sliders,
PCB
I evenly spread the
because
lube
it looks
across
so
the
freaking
entirety of
dope.
this face.
So here's my new keyboard case.
Make sure to also lube the top
New
ledge
keyboard
of the
case.
slider.
It's fully
Also, it
acrylic
is
with a metal
perfectly
bottom. This
okay
thing
to
is like a
cross over
solid
the
10
edges
pounds.
as
Like
they
this
are
is
all
not light
points
at
of
all.
friction.
So check this out. I'm
For
gonna
the next steps,
I'm gonna
order
leave
of
this here. So I'm gonna
operation is
unplug this one
important and
for now.
switches. While I'll be sharing my personal method for lubing MX style switches in this video, it's not okay to still
Okay, there we
see
go.
the whiteness of the lube after brushing it on,
unplug that
as it's
for
a
a
bit
minute.
more forgiving than the other components.
And then this is the one that we're gonna be. This is the one that I'm
After you've
building.
lubed one end of the spring, install
So
it
I'm
back
just, it's
onto
not
the
even
bottom
working, it's
switch
not even
housing,
plugged in. I can't even use
making
this,
sure
but I'm
that
gonna
the
turn this
side
on
you
because
just lubed
aesthetically it
touches
just
the
looks so
bottom.
damn cool. Look at that!
The spring installed back
Isn't
onto
that the
bottom housing,
coolest
repeat
looking
the lubing
keyboard you've ever
process
seen
for
in
the
your
other end of the
life?
spring that's exposed. Once
So
you've done that, we
silly.
can set the
It's
bottom
such a
housing
stupid
aside
hobby.
as
I
we'll
love
be
it.
lubing the stem
I love
next.
it. In
If
fact,
you
let
do
me
own a
bring
stem
this
holder,
light.
you can now use it to grip the stem
Because my
by the
face is not in the
crucifix.
video, I'm gonna bring
Otherwise,
this
you'll
light in.
just need to use your fingers. Once again, we're going
How's
to
that?
take
That's
about
better
half
lighting,
a
I
gold
think.
switch pin sized amount of
And then
lube
let me- I could
and
go
use
back
this
to-
for lubing the
to mood
entirety
lighting
of the switch
here.
stem.
Ooh,
Deposit
purples?
half the lube onto
Ooh,
one of the
that's
stem sliders.
ooh, that's a vibe. Is that a
Then
vibe?
deposit the rest on the opposite stem slider.
Oh yeah.
At this
That's
point,
the
you'll
right
still
vibe.
have some residual lube on the tip of your brush.
I think this is the
and
vibe that
I
we're
just
gonna go
dabbed
with for
back
the rest of
face
the
a couple
for the
times,
rest of the stream
as
here.
well as the top portion of the front face with the
It's
switch
not
blades.
interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you, Nodi. This is not interesting at all. This is it's interesting because it's cool. But look at this. Can
Then,
you see
starting
this?
with one of the faces with
There's
the
a
stem
switch.
sliders, I evenly spread the lube across the entirety of this face.
He evenly spreads
Make
the
sure to
lube
also
across
lube
the
the
entirety
top
of
ledge
the.
of the slider. Also, it is perfectly okay to cross over the edges as they are all points of friction. For the next steps, order of operation is important, and I think for my particular method, it greatly helps
Order
in
of
maintaining
operation is
consistency across
this dude
multiple switches.
is so
Once I've
awesome and
lubed a
so
slider
smart.
stem, I then brush across the back edge several times. Just like I said for the bottom housing,
don't
on
have
all
to be
areas
a
we
pot
lube,
of
we're just looking
Mensa
for a light sheen.
To
We shouldn't be
understand
seeing
my
any whiteness of the
specific
lube.
dilemma. Do y'all know what Mensa
You then
is?
evenly spread the lube on the other switch face with the slider.
All right, we're almost at
keeping
10.
in
1,
mind to
2,
lube the
3,
top
4,
ledge as
5,
well
6,
again.
7. We're at 7. So that means I have to do 10 times more what I've just did right now. This is a total waste of time. And I
And then
don't know, this
finally,
is
I
not a
always
hobby
lube
that I
the face
recommend
with
people
the
get
switch
into.
legs last.
But I do think
Evenly brush
this is
along the
dope
top surface
because
here,
the
regardless of whether
keyboard
your
is the
switch
one piece of
linear or
equipment that I use in my
As
studio
mentioned
every
earlier in this
single
video,
day,
if you're lubing
regardless.
linear switches,
And I
then
would
you should
say
always lube the
going through
stem
this
legs
amount
next.
of work
For
genuinely
tactile switches,
does
consider the trade-off
improve
between
how much I
smoothness and
enjoy
tactility if you choose to do
working.
so. At this point, you'll still have some residual
At this
lube
point,
on
you do your
brush, whether
stems.
you see
Okay,
it
we
or
get
not.
that. Reassembling
Making
switch.
sure to
So
align the stem legs such
when
that
lubing
they fit
multiple
people like
switches-
you, but this might be something having an assembly line like kind of process.
Okay,
I
so he
personally
doesn't
don't
do
use
anything
one,
with
I
the
just
top
prefer
housing.
chaos, but this might be something you want to look into purchasing. One way of being efficient and saving time when lubing multiple switches is to bag or tub lube your springs. It's pretty much what it sounds like. You essentially
to
dump
bag,
all your
lube,
springs
or
into
tub
a Ziploc
lube your
bag
switches.
or a tub.
My goodness,
You can already
that sounds...
see my tub's been
1,
coated
2,
with lube
3,
from
4,
previous
5,
sessions.
6, 7, 8,
Drop a
9,
bit of
10,
lube into
11.
the
Why is
tub,
there
and then
11 in a
shake
row
like
here?
there's
Which
no
means I'm
tomorrow, and
also
let physics do
missing
its
one.
thing. The
Why
idea
am I
is that
missing?
by
Why
shaking
am I
long
missing
enough,
one
everything will
switch? These
eventually
should be
have an
packs
even
of
coating
10.
of lube. You'll be applying more lube that you need in unwanted areas as well, but for something like springs, this isn't too big a problem. Depending on
Alright,
the
we're
switch,
going back
I
to
may
the
vary
lo-fi
things up.
music.
For example, I generally don't lube the top housings, but sometimes I may if the switch
His videos
is
are so
extremely
pretty
scratchy.
though. He has such nice
Lubing
cameras.
is also a rather
His videos are
time-consuming
so
process.
pretty. Also, just for the sake of aesthetics here, y'all want to do this? I love my family, and I'll leave them there. But check this out. We're going to do this. My downloads. Y'all want Kirby? Here you go, little Kirby in the background for y'all. Hold on, I really am missing a switch. Where's the switch? Do I have a bag of switches here? Oh my gosh. How am I genuinely just missing a single switch? That's really impressive. Like, where could that switch possibly have gone? It's alright, I'm gonna open another bag of switches. So these are actually, technically speaking, granted, switches are relatively cheap, but these are the most expensive switches that you can get. Like, for a pack of 70, cost me $50 or something ridiculous like that. Which, again, $50 in relative to like other things is not that expensive, but usually you can get a pack of 50 to 70 switches for like half that. So quite expensive for switches, but these are highly regarded, especially lubed. Pre-lubed, they're aight, but post-lube, these are great. New incoming stream, lubing people's keyboards. Let's keep it more like general, like and creepy, like general how to use lube. How to use lube correctly. The name of the stream, how to use lube correctly. That is absolutely terrifying. It's probably worth having it more vibes in your studio. Absolutely it is more vibes. I'm all about the vibes. Actually, am I all about the vibes? To be honest, I'm all about being a dad. Vibes come second. Do we want a different wallpaper here? I have this one's super cute. This is a good wallpaper to have in the background. It's a swimming corgi. This is a good one. I'm gonna leave it on this one. This is a swimming corgi. I think that's worth having here in the studio. Also, my son stole my LED. Oh my gosh. Kids, I love them so much. They might come say hi, actually, during the midstream. He might come sit down next to me and play some Switch, play some Mario with me. My son right now, my 3-year-old son, loves to play Mario Odyssey. And it is absolutely wonderful for him to love that. I'm actually gonna go and grab a plastic baggie now and start putting these springs in a plastic baggie. So that way I can put lube in the plastic baggie and go immediately into that. So hold on, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Listen to the music. Where are your pants? Alrighty. Okay, wait. This is Daddy's chair. This is Daddy's chair. And this is your chair. Here, come over here. Look. Put these tools over here. Switch over here. I'm gonna move this over here because that is dangerous. Don't touch, no, please don't touch.
Bounce.
Oh my gosh, please don't touch.
Bounce.
Yeah, it's a spring. It's bouncy. All right, here, come look. No, don't touch. Please don't touch. Please don't touch. I said don't touch, please. You're really good at listening to directions, huh? All right, can you put it in this baggie at least? Okay, no, you're not touching. Good job. All right. Now that you let go, I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna put this away. No, don't touch it, please. Don't touch it.
It's cold.
All right, sit down here. Sit down here. Here's the controller.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna play Mario. You can play for 30 minutes, okay? There you go. Alrighty. Alright, do a barrel roll. Zamega, that's law, right? If I'm not mistaken. What up, law? Okay, here's a little plastic baggie. We're gonna put these springs in there. Ooh. We're gonna put these springs in the plastic baggie. No, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. As in,
No.
when you play Mario, you play Mario. Not Daddy's gonna play it for you. Here, I'll help you though. He loves Mario Odyssey. I've already beaten the game. Totally, but... Oh no! Oh no! Why do you want to do this level? This level's hard. Why do you want to do this one? Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Ah! Oh no. It's already started. Alright. Sorry, y'all. He wants me to help him through this level real quick. Alright, quick question. Do you know what island do you know what these statues are called? These Easter Egg Island, right? The Easter Egg Island statues. These are called Moai, under the nation of Tahiti. There you go. They're very mysterious islands where there's obvious evidence of past intelligent societies, but it seemed that humans no longer do humans live on Easter Island. And the only remnants of societies ever existing on that island are the Moai statues, or the Easter Egg Island heads. Why do I know this information? I was a Japanese tour guide. One of my first job, my college job when I lived in Hawaii, was I was a Japanese tour guide for the Polynesian Cultural Center in North Shore, Laie, Hawaii. DK, have you been reading the new Dragon Ball manga? I have not read the new manga, but I did watch all 150 episodes of Super with my wife last year, maybe a little bit. No, maybe it was 2020. I watched Super, and Super is actually a really great series. I'm usually not like a big fan of Dragon Ball, but Super was actually really great. I really enjoyed Super. The characters were really great. It was just a good show in general. But I've not been reading them, although I do subscribe to Shonen Jump through the app, and so I have access to read them. So I should probably start reading them again. I do love reading manga though. Reading manga is my favorite. It's just different than watching anime. I watch a lot of anime, but I also like read manga. Dude, it's getting intense. Is it different? Does it go beyond the 150 episodes? Is it a different story? Tell me about the story on the manga. Tell me about the story. What's different? Is it gone past the anime? I want to know. Have you watched the anime? Is it a different story from the anime? If I've already watched it, is it still worth reading? All of the questions. Ooh, there's a spring for you. Put this housing back. Okay, we are almost 20 out of 70 switches in. We are almost two sevenths of the way there. Of me opening these up. I still have to lube them and then close them, which is still a whole ass process. So We're not even close to finishing. Oh gosh, almost lost the spring. Oh my gosh, I still almost lost spring. I should not be trusted to do this stuff. I'll turn your Mario down just a bit. Get him! Shoot him at the hat! Nice! Get him! Jump on him! Jump on him! Oh, you're on the moon? Well, that's hard. This is a really hard level, actually. You can do it. I believe in you. Jump on him. Oh, so close! So close! Nice job! Nice job. What? Run away! Run away! You can do it. No, 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 no. You're not going to ask me to do it. Oh, you have to go to the bathroom? Go, Shishi. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go to the bathroom. I'll pause it for you. All right. I believe in you. Go to the bathroom. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Did he leak? Was he already leaking? Did he leak? Did he miss? Kai-chan, did he miss? Nureteru zubon. Did he pee his pants? Hopping off. Thanks, DK. Good luck with the keyboard. Looking forward to meeting you sometime in the future. Thanks for coming through, Evan. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, next time you come to In the Mix, hit me up. Peace. Okay, yeah, it's worth it for sure. Hold on. I want to see the, I want to see what you wrote. Hold on, I missed some. Is it pants nureteru? Oh, he missed. Oh, crap. I just stepped in his pee. Well. Hold on, Kaname. I need you to get wipes and a towel. Can you bring a towel?
Yep.
I need you to bring a towel. You missed, dog. Oh, I stepped in it with a sock. Oh, gosh. Kai-chan, can I get some help? Kaname, peeing on my office studio floor. Yeah, there's a new villain right after the Tournament of Power and Broly. Yeah, it's worth it for sure. I can't say much because I'll spoil it, but there's a new villain named Moro who eats up life energy to get stronger. Okay, cool. Gross. Yes, it is gross. I just stepped in it. Oh my gosh. Here you go, here you go. You can play. Kaname, you can't... I should make you stop playing games because you peed on my floor. Can I get, should we do, like some wipes or something? Kaname, peeing on my floor. You got some new pants, though? Kill! No, 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 not little one. Wait a second, what are you doing, little one? Hello. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Look at the camera. Look at this. Look at this. Kyokun, look at this. Kyokun, look at this. Look at this one. Look at this one. I say hi, little one. Hello. Here's a down shot. Whoa. Look at this camera. Look at this one. Look at the camera. Look at this camera.
Look at this camera. Look at that.
Look at the camera. Hello. Hello. Oh. Oh. Look over here. Say hello to everybody. Say hello, camera. Ah. Hi. The whole gang is here. Well, we're going to be taking, I guess, a short break here. For a moment. I'm not getting off the stream. We're just cleaning up this pee, this urine off of the floor. I literally have Bibis and the older one playing the Switch right now, playing Mario, just peed on the floors. All right, I'm gonna try to do another one. Can you do another one while you're in my lap? I love you, baby. I love you, my boo. Okay, there's that one. Putting the stem down. Taking the spring in the bag. Putting the bottom housing back in. Alrighty. Boom. Say hello. Okay. Good job. Good job. Shake. Shake that controller. You gotta shake it. Say hi. Look at this camera. Look at this camera. No, don't. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Look here. Here. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at the camera. Look at this one. Hi. Are you a samurai, Kyo? You a samurai? Hello. Some streams have a cat cam. I should have a baby cam, where at any time I can do the camera into the living room where you can see the babies playing. Look at these tiny hands. Look at these tiny little hands.
Daddy, guys, get the help.
You need help? You can do it. You can jump. Don't die. Don't die. Jump on him. You can do it. Do it. Kaname Gambare.
Daddy, guys,
Why are you only doing the hardest levels that you can't do on your own? I swear on my life. No, we're going somewhere else. We're gonna go somewhere else. I swear on my life. Nah, we're not doing no levels that you can't do on your own. That's not how this works. We're only playing levels and games that you don't need Daddy to do for you. I think that is a fair way.
Jump, Daddy, jump.
No. We're gonna go to a different level.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can you go to a different level? Like, can you go to the dinosaur level?
Okay.
Or any other level? How about the beach level?
Oh, you know.
Nah, he doesn't want to test his limits.
I know.
If he was trying to test his limits, then he wouldn't give up.
In the housing.
But every time he goes to a level that's too hard for him, he just passes the game over to me. It's like, Daddy, do it for me. And I'm like trying to be a good dad, so I'm like, you need to overcome adversity, so do it on your own. But then he starts crying, and I'm like, all right. Plus, I do kind of want to play and show him who's daddy. You know what I'm saying? There's like a part of me that's like, who's your daddy? That just like wants to show him how good I am at stuff. So there is that. So it's like a whole complex. Don't ask me about it. All right, that bag of switches is done. Here's a new bag of switches. Ooh, another set of 10 switches here. How do they smell? Nothing. It doesn't smell like anything. Ooh, yep. I'm getting faster at this. But more importantly, I'm starting to enjoy this a little bit more. Starting to enjoy the process a bit more. I really don't like doing... Just to be clear, Super Dad, thank you, Young Hung. Thank you, Nodi. Just to be clear, I have a baby on my lap. Look at this chubby foot. And this chubby virgin foot. Look at this chubby, doesn't even have an arch. Chubby virgin baby foot, okay? And these chubby legs, chubby thighs with this long hair, and this kid playing games. 2 kids right next to me as I'm in my office. One of them peed on the floor. We're having a good time right now. So usually I would say, oh, I'm embarrassed, thank you for the compliment, but no, I'm not that. But yes, I'm gonna say I'm a super dad right now. I am definitely a super dad, taking care of these children while building a mechanical keyboard, while, oh my gosh, while streaming. I think this is multitasking at its finest. Now, if we were to pull up an anime and watch an anime together, now that is multitasking at its finest. Ugh. It feels like I'm breaking it every single time I open one of these. It's kind of scary. Put the spring in there. Put the leaf back here. Oh. Okay. How you doing, Kyo-kun? Are you just mesmerized by the light? I think little Kyo here is just mesmerized by the light of the keyboard. You like the lights, huh? I too like the lights. Hence why I bought the keyboard. Boom. Cracked open. Top housing down. That housing is in there. Spring is in the bag. Pull bottom housing out. Carefully. Ouch. These little things are sharp. Alright, next one. We'll do the same thing. We're gonna pop the housing in there. Do the same piece here. You can hear how it sounds. Listen to this. Sounds like I'm breaking it every single time. Put the top housing over here. Alrighty. You put the bottom housing, or the stem, right there. Put the spring in the bag. And take the bottom housing out. With The leaf. Ah! Falls through the board every time. I hate that. Alright, now put that in there. Good. Next switch. I don't remember exactly how I did it last time, but I think I opened all 70 switches before I actually... like, instead of doing like half and half, I think I don't remember. I need to remind myself how I did this. But I'm probably going to break open every single one of these switches and just totally finish disassembling all of the switches before I do anything else. Ouch. Alright, you're falling off. Oy. Alright. Nom, nom, nom. How you doing, Kyokun? Are you happy? Turn the volume down here. Why'd you go back to the moon? You went back to the moon level? What's your top 5 anime? Alright, I have some nerdy ones. My top 5 anime are... 1, it's a love story. It's actually meant for girls, but it's really, really awesome. My favorite one. It's super low stress, so it's perfect anime if you've been stressed or if you miss your girl. It's called My Love Story. I think it's available on... It's not available on Netflix. It's available on Crunchyroll, though. It's called My Love Story, or in Japanese called Ore Monogatari. The main character is a really manly, gorilla-looking, ugly little, ugly and huge and super strong, really reminiscent of a gorilla dude, and he is popular among the boys because he's really good at sports, and he's really, really kind to the boys, but he's really unpopular among the girls because he looks like a gorilla. Was that good enough?
Daddy, can I see it?
No. We're gonna play a different level. No. If you're gonna ask me to Tasukete you, Tasukete means help me in Japanese. So that's my number 1. Ore Monogatari. Really, really good, carefree, low stress anime. I highly recommend it. It is really, really fun. It is so cute. You gonna do this one, the fruits one? How about this one? No. How about the sand?
No.
Wooden?
No.
I think it's a good one.
No.
You don't want to do that one. How about beach?
No, this one is.
Snow?
No.
Oh, wait. Donkey? Metro City?
Yep.
Alright, there you go.
Okay.
He really loves Metro City.
Plus.
So anyway, that's my first one. Is this a top 5 of like ones that I enjoy, like no matter how long they are, or like, because a must-watch list is different from a top 5 list. So I'm gonna keep going with the top 5 list for me that is very personal for me. I say among that top 5 is... What else do I really enjoy? Demon Slayer, as I think in my top 5 as well. Demon Slayer is... The art style in the anime is so good. I mean, the story's great, don't get me wrong, but the art style on the anime specifically just does not come across. I read the manga, I've already finished the story, so the manga's already done. So I know the entire story all the way to the end. But the anime is so good because the art style is just so perfect and well done. Nice, like, high budget animation. It's great. I love it. So that's a favorite of mine as well. I think this is actually my number 1. Other than Ore Monogatari, my number 2 or not my number 1 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, bar none, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is amazing. I love it. I'm definitely a JoJo fan. A cult follower for life, for sure. And I did finish watching the new Lost Ocean or whatever it is with Josephine or Jocelyn or I forgot her name. I forgot her name already. But I already finished watching it on Netflix of the new season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. In fact, Nodi, have you ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Have you ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? This is gonna be. Oh, I've heard of that one. You have not watched it. All right, I recommend it. It's a really, really good one. I've watched, by the way, I've watched so many anime. I don't watch a lot, but I've been consistently watching anime for so dang long. Like, just every day I watch a little bit of anime for so many years that I've watched a lot. So it's really hard to come up with the top 5. So those are my 3 for sure. Demon Slayer. I would say Naruto. I say Naruto is on my must-watch list. I can't say if it's on my top 5 of all time list, mostly because the story is definitely a must-read. In order to get anime and like Japanese culture, like having watched or read Naruto is important, but it is a little bit long, and I don't necessarily think it's my favorite. And I know everybody's favorite arc in that show is Akatsuki. Akatsuki is everybody's favorite arc in Naruto. Honestly speaking, for me, it was one of my least favorite. I don't know, something about it just wasn't vibing with me. I think it's really cool. Like, the Akatsuki is really, really cool. I think, like, the whole, like, the Madara arc was better. I like the way that it ended. Yeah, that's a classic. I would say it's more of a classic and a must-watch, rather, but it's not on my top 5. Anime. One Piece is definitely in my top 5, like, manga, but it's definitely not a top 5 anime. For sure. One Piece anime is one of the worst anime I've ever seen, although I love the story. So I love One Piece. It's like super low budget, and the story never ends, and it's so damn long, and all of the episodes are really, really slow because they're only at the pace of like the manga, because each one, oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, Sasuke is one of the coolest characters ever. I do think Sasuke is one of the coolest characters in manga world. Big props to Sasuke there. Let's see, what's another? I need to go through like my history of anime. What's another really good one? Another love one, Toradora, which is on Netflix, is really cute, and that one's a really good one. I wouldn't say it's a top 5 though. I just like how that's like one of the only ones at the end where they basically get married. Like, it's really nice when a love story like concludes properly. I'm out of space. I'm gonna just push these over here and start. Ah! Don't touch. You're not allowed to touch. You're right. I'm gonna put it over here. Let's see. I need to think of other Oh, wait. Don't touch. What? All of a sudden you started touching. What are you doing, huh? You wanna say hi to the camera again? Look at this. Look at this camera. Look at the camera. Say hello, camera. Say hello. Is it fun? You're like, what's up? Hello. Okay, don't touch my stuff. Again, little virgin feet. Look at these little virgin feet. Can't walk. Look at these little toes. Can't walk, little virgin feet. And Down syndrome kids also have like a split toe, so see that line right there? Really cute. Also, did you know all normal humans have 1 or 2 or 3 lines across their palm? Down syndrome kids have 1. Look at this. He's got 1 line across his palm. Isn't that crazy? Another good one. I need to go through my history. I said JoJo. Let me pull up my VRV account here. Oh, Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is also on my top 5. It's one of the. I don't watch a lot of sports anime. I do like Slam Dunk a lot, which actually goes into. I don't know if it makes my top 5. It might actually. It's that good. Maybe if I had to only pick one. If I had to pick only one sports anime. Okay, we're going up there. Okay, we get it. If I had to pick only one sports anime, then it'd be interchanged between Slam Dunk, which is a basketball anime, and y'all know how much I love basketball. In fact, I'm planning on going to play basketball tonight.
Thank you.
It's a really good one. It's one of the only anime. It's actually the first anime to ever incorporate some sneaker culture into the anime. So he like buys Jordans, a couple pairs of Jordans. Really good one. I have a Slam Dunk poster that we kept in the studio for a while. Really, really good there. Oh, we like Slam Dunk. That's an old one too. And let's see. Another sports one is actually a sport that I don't play at all, but it got me kind of into it. It's a cycling anime. It's called Yowamushi Pedaru. Yowamushi Pedaru. Yowamushi Pedal. And it is so darn cute. It's really good. Really great character development. Really great squad, team, diversity of characters. Really great story. It's another one that's like, it can be heartfelt, but it's also just like a good development story. Yes, it's about cycling. High school cycling. I think that was really good. Another good sports anime. I don't know. Again, this is irrelevant from top 5, but there's a sumo one that I actually really enjoyed. I forgot what it's called, but it's something sumo. It's only like a season or 2 long, and like the story ends. He actually achieves the goal that, like, you know how every story, it's like, for example, One Piece is like, I'm gonna get the One Piece, the final treasure, you know, and become the king of the pirates. Like, you know that from the beginning. In the sumo wrestling one, he reaches the goal within 24 episodes. So it's like an actually fast-paced one. It's really great. It gets you really, like I started looking into sumo wrestling. That's when Nodi, I was watching that anime when we went to the park and we were sumo wrestling at the park together in Utah. That was, I was into it, and I was like wanting to do it because I just finished watching that anime. So that's why we were watching that one. That's why I started sumo wrestling at the park. Also, that's one of the coolest moments in my life. Do you remember that, Nodi? We were at the park. That random dude, he's like, yo, y'all are wrestling, huh? And then he's like, yo, you look small. And he like was like trying to like pick on me or make himself look good to the girls that he brought over to the park with him. And then he's a much bigger dude than I am. And then I immediately destroyed him in wrestling. Yeah, that was embarrassing for him, but really, really cool for me. I thought that was hilarious. I felt like such a man. Oh, don't kick the stand there. That was very manly. It was very cool. Yeah, that was funny. That was so funny. I felt so cool. So he got up and the dude started making excuses like, oh, like, you're so young, you know. I was 27 at the time. This is just a year ago, last year. And he's like, oh, y'all are so young. Maybe I was 26 or 27. I don't remember. Maybe I was 26. Anyway, he's like, oh, you're so young. And he's like, yeah, I'm so old now too. And he's like, yeah, I'm so old now too. And he's like, how old are you? And he ended up being a year or 2 younger than me. That was hilarious. So that excuses like made him just look bad. He's like, oh, I'm 26, and I'm like, oh, I'm 27, or it was like 1 year apart.
You did this one.
It was just like funny. I was older than him, and he was saying that he was getting old, which is why he wasn't able to do it. I just thought that was funny. And then he's like, oh yeah, like it's been a long time since I wrestled. I was like, bro, because I'm older than you. I messed up. Because I'm older than you. He's like, yeah, the last time I wrestled was senior year of high school. I was like, okay. Last time I wrestled was like sophomore year of high school when I went to States. Oh, no, I just shot down all of his excuses. It was just hilarious. It was just funny. I just made him look... I embarrassed him so badly in front of the 2 girls that he had brought to the park. It was just like... It was so funny. I was like, that's what you get for challenging a random stranger to wrestling. Just to make yourself look strong, and then you immediately regret it. It could have been one of those... It was like a long-form version of watch people die inside, but like in real life, not a meme. Oh crap, I put the wrong part in there. It was like a watch people die inside compilation meme video on YouTube, except it was real life. It was just funny. This is starting to hurt my fingers. Hello, dude. Hi. Mwah. It's funny, these Down syndrome kids, the facial features that they have, they usually have low nose bridges and flat faces. And when the doctor explained that to us, I was like, so they look Asian? And she laughed. She's like, well, more than just... Okay, that was fast. More than just Asian. Anyway, don't touch that. Nice try. I love you. So, he doesn't look like he have Down syndrome yet, partially because he's still, like, usually that look happens when they're a little bit more further developed. And also, because he's Asian. Like, hey, look at the camera. Hey. He's my homie with the extra chromie. He's so beautiful. I love him. His birthday was the day before mine. He was born the day before my birthday, so I always say that he was my gift to this world. Hey, you laughing? You like to be kissed? Yeah, he likes to be kissed. Alright. Oh. Gonna break this. Let's see here. My wife right now is making dinner.
Daddy touched it.
Oh my gosh, did you just drop it? I swear on my life.
Daddy touched it.
You need help? Tasukete hoshii no? Okay, going back to the top 5 anime list. What are some of yours, Nodi? And then I'll comment on if I've watched it, if I like it, what I think about it. Just remind me of a few anime that you've watched. You were so close, Kaname. You just had to do one more lap. One more lap. Here you go. Up and around and... Oh, sit down, please. Sit down, please. Good job. What are some of your favorite top 5? Watch him be training to get his rematch. The wrestler dude? Yeah. I don't know. I've been getting stronger too. Picking up these boys' poop. Getting my strength back, picking up poop. Lol. Nodi, I want to know your top 5. Anybody in the chat right now, if you watch anime, let me know your top 5. Top 5 anime. I'd love to hear about your top 5. And don't touch the spring. If I lose a spring, I will be so sad. So sad. Do you understand this, Kaname? Kyokun? Hello. Get your chubby fingers, cute little sausage fingers out of here. Get your cute little sausage fingers out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, you cute little boy? Mine are probably like the popular mixed with some low-key. Mine are Dragon Ball series, Naruto. Yu Yu Hakusho is great. I've never watched Yu Yu Hakusho. In fact, I didn't even realize it was an anime until recently. So I need to watch that. But I read all of Yu Yu Hakusho. Samurai Champloo is a classic. Samurai Champloo is what inspired you to make beats. That makes sense. Samurai Champloo is great. It's a really great show. I like that one a lot as well. Really cool show. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is classic. Lou loves Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't really watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I read Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was before cards, like the first little season before it turned into a card game, when it was like life and death games. That was my favorite part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. And when it turned into cards, I just lost interest. High key. But that was a good one as well. Samurai Champloo is so good. Maybe Samurai Champloo makes my top 5. I don't know. I don't think it does, maybe. Kai-chan! Kayako! Kayako! What's your top 5 favorite anime? What are some of your favorite anime? I was naming my top 5. I said Jojo, Ore Monogatari, My Love Story, right? I said Slam Dunk, maybe Yowamushi Pedaru. Who else? What else? What else, Kacha? What do you think? What else have we both enjoyed? Or that I've enjoyed, or that you enjoyed? Moyashima was good. I wouldn't say that's a top 5, though. That was good, though. That one's like super Japanese. Here's the concept of... Oh, wait! There's a lot of fun, different concept ones. Do movies count, Nodi? Is it anime TV shows only, or are we talking movies too? If we're talking movies, then my list changes slightly. Because if I'm going to pick one from Ghibli, that encompasses all of Ghibli for me, obviously Totoro or Ponyo. I actually really like Ponyo a lot. I think Ponyo is really, really cute. Really clever, great story, great art. Just generally really cute. Ponyo is really cute. And then non-Ghibli movie, Summer Wars. Summer Wars is really good too. Summer Wars. Oh crap, I just dropped it. I think a must-watch anime movie. I don't think it's my favorite nor anywhere near my favorite. The story is kind of but the art and how much it impacted the culture, it's like a must-watch that you have to watch, is Akira. Akira is an anime movie that you have to watch. And then in order to fully appreciate it, there's a YouTube video. It's like a 15-minute long YouTube video of why Akira is one of the most important anime to date. There's a reason why. Let's see. I need to go through my list of anime here. Let me go through my phone, making sure. Usually people need to contact me all the time, but I don't think anybody's called me, so that's important. Okay, let's see here. So go to VRV. There's a lot of anime on. Naruto's good. Yowamushi Pedal. Haikyuu is good. Haikyuu is great.
Daddy, again. Look, it's exciting.
Eye Shield is also
Daddy,
good. I do not like most of the classic ones. I'm not a fan of things like... I wasn't that big of a fan of... For example, like Attack on Titan's dope. Death Note, I keep trying to watch it over and read it. Read it or watch it over and over and over again. I keep trying to finish it, but I can never finish it because it gets too boring for me. Like Death Note, the story and the concept is really good, but it's like
Mommy,
I've never been able to finish it because I just lose.
Daddy.
Yes, I get it, son.
Look.
Need help? You want to become that one? Get out of here. You jump. Turn the hat on. There you go. You're welcome. Say thank you. There is one dark, and I'm not saying that I don't like dark anime, because one of my favorite anime of all time is a dark one. I'm not a fan of Attack on Titan. Like, I watched the whole thing of that one, and then I finished it by reading it. It was good. It's really good. But that's like another classic. I think one of the most overrated anime of all time is an American favorite. I don't know why. It's really popular in America. It's in Japan, but it's really popular in America. Brotherhood is they made two versions. Not My Chemical Romance is a band. No, I'm thinking Full Metal Alchemist. Metal Alchemist, I think, is one of the most overrated anime of all time. And I know Americans love it. I know you Americans love that show and they think it's great, and the debate between the original versus Brotherhood, how the Brotherhood is basically the manga and the manga version of Brotherhood is better, blah 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 blah, different reasonings. I think overall the premise, the story, everything about it is kind of like Full Metal Alchemist is and that's an unpopular opinion, especially in America, because I know I dropped a spring. I just dropped a spring. I totally just dropped a spring onto his foot. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just dropped a spring. Did I lose it? I think that's one of the most overrated anime of all time is Full Metal Alchemist. It's good, it's fine. It's good, it's fine, but it's not as good as every American's like, oh, my favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist. Like, if you say Full Metal Alchemist is your favorite anime or anywhere near your top 10, that's basically just proclaiming to the world, I don't watch anime. And I'm just a poser. I'm just pretending that I watch anime because I think it's cool that people watch anime. It's really not that good of a story. It's mediocre at best. Have I watched? I'm actually rewatching Hunter x Hunter right now. I'm at the part where they just learned about Nen, and they're climbing up. I'm rewatching it again right now. So that's what I'm currently watching every night is Hunter x Hunter. They just learned how to do Nen. He just got into. I had to stop right when he got into the arena with the guy that attacks with tops. Hunter x Hunter's pretty good. Hunter x Hunter is actually pretty good. I like the story. I like the premise. I have one thing that I don't like about Hunter x Hunter is the Chimera arc. The Chimera arc with everybody turning into bugs. I hate that arc. I rarely ever, no matter how much I don't like an arc, I rarely ever skip an arc when I'm watching it for the first time. Obviously, I watch it all the way through if it's the first time. If I'm rewatching anything, I don't ever skip arcs no matter how much I like it or dislike it. I don't ever do it. Except for, the only exception is the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter. I think it is so boring and gross and just slow and takes way too long. Just not interesting to me at all. Don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, I think a lot of people like that arc, hence why they really milked it by making it really long. Oh no! Oh, I just lost a spring. Thank you, Kyokun. But I personally, I'm really sensitive to when, companies start making money and they start milking different things. I just don't like that. I won't support One Piece until it's over. I've been invested into it way too far in my life, way too long in my life. And every time I catch up to it, they're not even close to finishing it. Every time I catch up, I'm like, all right, I'm going to reinvest a lot of time back into watching One Piece. Because I do like One Piece, genuinely. And I start reinvesting a lot of time. And then they just never get closer to the ending. And then, so I have every 3 years or so, for most of my life, every 2 or 3 years, I reread the entire series. And after the last time I reread the entire series, so I've reread the entire series front to back, or wherever it was at the time. I've read the entire thing at least 3 or 4 different times, and I'm no longer purchasing anything, spending any time watching anything. I'm not supporting anything about One Piece until it's done. I'm boycotting One Piece until it's done. Because I'm tired of rereading it just to remember what half the story is. And it's ass. I just don't. I love the story. I don't like freaking waiting so long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I missing? Hold on. Is that about half? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so that's 26, 36, 33. Yeah, that's 67. Okay, so I'm missing 3. I'm actually missing 3 switches. 3 cream switches. Does that sound about right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 33. 33. 36. Oh, yeah, never mind. That's 69. Sorry, I'm only missing 1 switch. I didn't realize I finished all of these. Wow. Just talking. Oh, sorry, Kaname. Just talking has made this time go by so fast. Thanks, y'all, for joining and hanging out. This has been fun. Almost done with these switches. I'm still building these switches here. Whoa! I've done most of this. I've done most of this while holding a child. F your excuses. I'm watching 2 babies while I work. Almost done. We're getting close. Then we can actually lube them. When I start lubing them, I need the full use of my 2 hands, so I'm probably gonna have to put the bibis down. Hi, baby number 2. I love you, baby number 2. I really, really love you, baby number 2. Please don't bother me, baby number 2. Okay.
Daddy, guys,
Oh, you want me to play this again? Oh my gosh.
oh,
You need help? What are you talking about? Oh, you have to roll? Wait, how did you find this? I've never done this level. Oh yeah, I have. I've done this level. Whoa. Oh, I fell. This is hard. Oh. But how have you been, Nodi? Enough about me. How have you been? It's mostly just the two of us right now, I think. How have you and Brutal been doing? Muy taita. Sorry, kind of man, I can't play. I love you, Kyo. Oh, you want to be held a bit like this? Like a baby? Aw. Oh, so you wanna sit down? You're just not allowed to touch anything. I'll give you attention. I'll hold you, talk to you, give you attention. I just can't have you touching anything. Or else we're gonna have a problem. I've been good, man. Just staying consistent with the music. Also been mixing like every day to improve my mixing. Good job. Macon asked me for stems too. He wanted to practice mixing, get better at mixing as well. I accepted my last student, so I had 2 or 3 spots open for teaching. Private one-on-one, once a week, hour-long lessons, and I was doing that. I just signed on my last student, so I'm no longer doing. I have no openings for one-on-one lessons. I decided instead of doing 3, I'm gonna only do 2. Oh, I dropped the top housing here. So I have 2 students I've been working with specifically for mixing, and I was posting about it on Instagram. Yeah, man, mixing can be fun. It can be very cathartic, very relaxing, fun to do. It can also be really stressful, so hopefully you find some balance in there and enjoy the process. I'm almost done. I'm down to my last 5 switches. I dropped the spring again. Where's the spring? Where'd the spring go? Oh no. Oh no, I dropped a spring. I found it. Grab it with my toes. You just wanted some attention again for a moment. This boy. These down babies are just so cuddly. He's just so cuddly and just wants kisses all the time. I love you too, buddy. You're so happy, huh? How are you so happy all the time? You're so happy, huh? You wanna say hi to the camera again? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Hey. Don't touch those. Sorry, I accidentally put your hand there. Don't touch those. Look at this. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Oh, okay. Nope. Yeah, it's definitely everything all in one. Stressful and chill. Definitely making a difference. Implementing it into my solo notey instrumentals. Yeah. Mixing, basic mixing is always a part of production. I think high level mixing is different from like mixing for as a producer. I think mixing as a producer is a skill that every producer needs to learn. For sure. Just getting general understanding of tones. General understanding of tones is very, very important, and how to manipulate audio and distort or change audio in ways that will benefit and make it really good. Improve the quality. I think those are skills that are absolutely necessary for every producer, not just for mixers. That being said, to become one of the best mixers in the world, I don't think it's necessary. I think it's more about a confidence thing, like learning how to mix. As a producer, it's like you should learn how to mix enough to make you feel confident. You don't have to worry about mixing enough to you don't have to learn how to mix enough to like get really, really good for it. If you get good enough at mixing to be confident with your production, that's the most important thing. Anything beyond that is not necessary, but it's still good. I just don't think that if you're a producer, I don't think it's worth sacrificing production time in order to learn how to mix. Because especially if you get signed, like if at the end of the day, if you hit a goal, as a producer, you start working with celebrities and you get big placements and you have management and stuff, someone else is going to mix it anyway. Like the label's going to hire someone to mix it. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, someone's going to do it at the end of the day. Like even Russ doesn't mix his own music when he releases under major label stuff. All right, that's all the switches. Now I'm going to put the baby away. I'll be right back. I'm going to put the baby away. Do you want to keep playing? You're doing a good job. I don't mind you being right next to me. I'm going to have to put you away though. Hi, John. Oh man, I'm getting into a delicate, sensitive part of my... I'm going to lube the switches now. Hydrate. Hold on. Wait a second. You're using all these points. Okay, I'm gonna get water. Holy cow, I'm gonna get it. Okay, give me a second. Alright. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. I got some water. I'm gonna have to get some more, but we were out of water, so I had to refill the filter. But I got a cup of water here, a nice glass of water. That glass is gone. Very much needed. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate the reminder. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to Ziploc this up. Actually, before I do anything, I'm going to put a dollop of lube here. Get some lube on the springs. That may have been too much, actually. Oh, crap. I may have done too much. Oh, well. And specifically for the springs, now I'm going to... There's lube in there, so now I'm going to just shake it up. So there's lots of lube in this bag. You saw, like, I put the lube in the bag. So now I'm just shaking it up. Spreading it around, trying to get lube on all the springs. It kind of does it evenly. This will save me a lot of time. Instead of individually lubricating the springs, I lube the bag, which then lubes the springs pretty evenly. I spread it around. Lubing the springs will reduce what's called spring ping. It's when you release a key and it kind of like ping, and like you can hear the spring kind of move around. So this will reduce that and completely eliminate it, so the keys will be nice and soft. I'll give you an example of non-lubricated keys versus lubricated keys. Now it will sound different because one of them's not in a case. Well, hold on. Let me grab my backpack. Okay, so this is not lubricated. So listen to this sound here. I'm going to try to bring the mic closer. Listen to this sound. Right, so that's unlubed. Here's lube switches. Now this is not in a case. It's direct PCB board, so it's a little bit different, but you can still hear the switches. See how much quieter it is and more smooth it is? It's very clacky and loud. It's very smooth and quiet. Right? Here again, one more time. If I kind of like do this, here's the non-lubed. Versus the lubed. Very different. It's much cleaner, it's smoother, it's quieter, all the jazz. That's why we are putting this monumental amount of effort into doing something as stupid as lubing these switches. All right, now we're gonna actually lube the switches here. Turn this microphone here. So now we're gonna actually do the dirty work of lubing these switches. So I think the first thing we should do, I think we should do one at a time. Oh no, let me finish these springs. So I want to complete each switch. So let me finish bag lubing these. So I'm gonna keep shaking this. Hey, don't shake the, here, you should sit down, Kaname. Can you sit down for me? Come sit down. Come sit down. Sit down here. Sit down in the chair, please.
That's the right way.
You know, something that I've done in the past that I should stream next time. I haven't done this in a while. Maybe I'll have Nark stream it. Nautic is one of our interns. He's a great person. Really good guy. He just built a build-your-own microphone kit. So he's actually going to build a microphone. And that is something that I've done in the past. I've actually built like 3 microphones in the past. And that included some soldering, some mechanical engineering. No, I'm sorry, not mechanical. Electrical engineering skills. No, basically just soldering. That's no electrical engineering skills at all because it comes with already pre-routed PCB and everything. So soldering and electronics and kind of getting really detailed with breaking things open and playing with them and modding them is something that is very normal very within the veins of, yeah, DK's just a freaking nerd. So now I'm gonna grab this lube and I'm gonna leave the lube on this plastic here. And I have this tiny little paintbrush. And we're gonna lube each of these. So we're gonna lube the insides. Maybe I should put it in light. Got lube too much. Oops. I'm gonna lube the inside of the thing and then around the hole, and also lube the trees. All right, so we should be good. All right, one's done. So one, maybe I'll just leave them in here and just lube them directly into. I wish this is one of those moments that I wish I could just like time lapse so it stays interesting for y'all, but unfortunately this is just boring. It's relaxing. Doing this for me is also just very relaxing. It's very cathartic. I think it's very important to have, if you do audio or music full time, if you do freelancing for your hobby, with your hobby full time, whatever it is, I think it's very important to develop and put time into a totally different hobby. I think it's absolutely critical for people to do that. Every musician, every artist, especially if you're trying to spend a lot of time doing this, you should learn how to, for the sake of your mental health, do something else. Shane talked about today how he goes running. I know a lot of people that go running and stuff. I play basketball on Wednesday nights. I actually go play with the interns, so I should send out a text that says meet at the studio tonight. I go play basketball on Wednesday nights. It's a lot of fun. I build keyboards. It's really important to have hobbies outside of music for the sake of your mental health. I really do believe that. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong thing first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put the hole there and go around the hole. Sweet. This lube is really nice and grimy. This is fun to do. So, Lynn Hart, Young Hung, what are some hobbies that you have outside of music? Also, to answer your question, Lynn Hart, really, really close to hitting 400. I got a lot of followers today from the Shane Lance stream. But Twitch followers are much more difficult to come by. I feel like it's a little bit more of a commitment than like Instagram followers. It's less people are on Twitch, the platform, to begin with. Discovery's a little bit harder. Yeah, we're really close to 400 followers. Really close. If we get to 400 followers, I will do a dance. Honestly, the reason why I'm streaming this to begin with is not because I'm trying to grow my fan base or make content. I'm honestly, the only reason why I'm streaming right now is because this is just a really tedious task and I don't want to do it by myself. So it's more for loneliness than anything else. Because I hate, like, I don't know, I just don't like, I'm a loser. I don't like being alone a lot of the times. Even if it's just like, we don't really talk, we're just like hanging out in the same room, that's good enough for me. My wife and I have a desk set up for her on the back of the room, and we kind of like work at night doing our own separate things. Young Hung, I always been into boxing or nunchucking. I used to be doing tricking flips, but it's been a while since I've done that. Interesting. What is tricking flips? Like parkour? Anything that has to do with fighting. Yeah, dude. Did you know that when I moved to LA, I actually took Muay Thai lessons for a while. I'm not doing them anymore right now. I took a break. But I took Muay Thai lessons for a long time, for a while, for like half a year. It was a lot of fun. The coach thought I had a lot of potential. I'm just genuinely just like generally coordinated, so it makes a lot of sense. But this beat is low-key stressing me out. Yeah, okay, fighting's cool. I think fighting's cool. I did Muay Thai mostly because I was reading a book by Jordan Peterson called 12 Rules of Life. I think it's a really good book. I think Jordan Peterson is a really good person. He has really great commentary on philosophy and life. And good advice to overcome self. Anyway.
Daddy just did.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. I'm not gonna help you right now. I cannot help you right now. There you go. That's how I'm gonna mark it. You want me to do this? But anyway, Jordan Peterson in his book, he said, here you go.
Thank you.
Jordan Peterson in his book, he said, being a weak man is not strong. He said, being a strong man, or no, being incapable of fighting is not what defines strength, or is not good for you. He said the best thing that you can do is to be strong and have the ability to destroy anything and anyone, but voluntarily choose not to. And in religious context, in a Christian religious context, it'd be the idea of, like, for example, when Christ said, those without sin cast the first stone. I think there's a really cool story, because, like, in that story, Christ is the only one without sin, and he could have cast the stone. He was the only one in that scenario that had the power to do that. Yet, he didn't. And I think that is the definition of badassery. I think Jesus was a badass. That's funny to say. So, like, just like that, I do think that strength comes in the ability to take someone down, or to have strength, but voluntarily choosing not to use it. Not being able to use it because you're not strong enough is not good. Is not a sense of strength. That was his argument in the book, and I actually agree with it. The Jesus example was an example of my own, but that's a pretty easy conclusion to make. Hold on, kind of mate. I really cannot. I need to mark where I'm at on the board. You want me to do this part? You already beat it. This way or this way?
This way?
You want me to go left? Here you go.
Down in here.
I don't know how to go down there.
No, to come on this way.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. Sorry, y'all. He wants me to do that.
Go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna do 10 more minutes, okay, Kaname? I'm gonna set a timer, okay? Is 10 more minutes okay? Set timer for 10 minutes. This is a whole process, I'm telling you. There's... My goodness, I've only done 20 out of 70 or 69. Hehehe. My goodness, this is a whole ass process. It's already getting tedious.
Here comes the turtle.
And the problem with this is that this is not something that you can just like put down and come back to. I mean, you definitely can, but I can't really use my desk until I finish this. The only problem about doing something like this. Have you read Relentless by Tim Grover? I have not read Relentless by Tim Grover yet. Tell me about this book. What is it about? Tell me about Relentless. What other books have you and Brutal been reading? Because I know I got y'all on the... I know you got on the book grind after I left. After I left Utah. Alrighty. Getting close. I've already been doing this for an hour and a half. Wow. That's wild. Man, I just want the results. I don't want to have to do this again. This is probably my least favorite part about building the keyboard. It's so tedious. It's so tedious. But it's important.
Daddy, this one does kicking, Daddy. Way up here. This
Way
one.
up there?
Yep.
Show me.
Go, go, go.
You wanna go up? There you go. Is that it? Good job. How many keyboards have you built? So this would technically be my third. But this is the one, you're gonna laugh. This is my all-out endgame keyboard. This is like the best of the best, so I don't have to make any more. After I'm done with everything, this is gonna be like a $600 or $700 keyboard, not including the amount of hours that I put in. If I charge $20 an hour, then this would be close to $1,000 keyboard. This is like my last end game keyboard. This is the highest of high quality keyboards here. And it really does feel great. Maybe not 700, probably like closer to like somewhere between 400 and 600. I need to do the numbers. This is just like my end game final best of the best. I don't need to make any more keyboards. I might make a few more in the future. For example, I have that PCB that I might make like a wooden keyboard just to like have it. But after I finish building this one, I technically don't need to make any more. I mean, I don't need to make this one either. But this is the one I've been waiting for, that I've like wanted so bad. Been saving up for a minute. it's not really, there's no excuse that's like really validates getting a new keyboard. So yeah, like I know it's only a few $100, but I was saving for at least like 3 to 4 months, maybe longer than that. I think I've been like saving and waiting for a little bit less than a year, a little bit more than 6 months total. So I've been really, alright, finished lubing these bottom housing. So I think I'm gonna start lubing these stems and then putting them back in. So what I'm gonna do now is start getting these springs out. I'm trying not to touch the springs. There we go. So I'm gonna put that housing in. Okay, there we go. Don't really want to touch the lube. Touch the springs too much. I really don't want to be doing that. Just gonna kind of like go over the springs real quick with the lube that's already on them, making sure that it's evenly coated across the entire spring. There you go. So now I'm just putting the springs back on. It's about mental toughness, drive, and basically the state of mind of greats such as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, etc. He was their personal coach as well, telling stories. There's more to it, but can't explain it well, but I feel like you'll enjoy it. Basically being relentless for your dreams and developing that GOAT mentality. I think that's awesome. Now, so he was a physical, he was a basketball coach specifically, right? Does he kind of relate it to the business world as well? That sounds like a lot of fun. So he was the personal coach for Michael Jordan and Kobe, is that what you're saying? That's a pretty big deal. Did you know I lived in Chicago and watched Michael Jordan's last game against the Jazz on TV in Chicago? I went to see Michael Jordan play a bunch of times actually when I was living in Chicago because again my dad is a basketball fan. I was very young though. A couple years older than this guy, a few years older than this guy. But yeah, I got to hang out and I saw Michael Jordan in person, play in person during his prime time. Very fun. I really liked Michael Jordan. I think he was amazing. Not just as a basketball player, but like what he did for the NBA, for basketball as a sport, for the culture. As a businessman, he was a shitty person, but I think he changed the way that NBA marketed their players. He was incredibly profitable. Honestly, two boys named Michael totally destroyed that generation. Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson broke income records for his music that nobody has even gotten close to since him. Like, how do you make the amount of money that Michael did during his time with like Thriller and stuff? I don't even think it's possible anymore with how the music industry works. Two Michaels that changed the game totally for us. Both had deep onset problems and complexes that nobody could possibly imagine. They were both broken people. Did I just lose that spring? Kaname-kun, what does that mean? I think I just lost a spring. Thank you, Kaname. You're a good boy. Since you started, don't touch it, please. Don't touch it, please. Since you stopped playing, don't touch. I said please, don't touch, please. But because you stopped playing games when the timer went off, you can play tomorrow. You wanna play tomorrow? You wanna play Mario tomorrow? You're such a good boy.
Wait, you put it on?
Don't touch, don't touch. Wait. I just dropped a spring. Don't touch, please. I said don't touch. Okay. I'm gonna take you to mommy, okay?
Okay.
Mommy's almost done with food. Mommy made yummy shepherd's pie today.
Hi.
Yeah, with some mashed potatoes. Yummy food. So let's go and thank you, Kaname. Can you close the door? Close the door, please. Thank you. Love you. What a good boy. What a good boy. He's a good boy. He really is a good boy at heart. Man, where did that spring go? It like flicked somewhere. Accidentally dropped it somewhere. I don't even know where it is. I have no inkling of a clue where it might be. I didn't hear it fall on the floor. It's not on my pants anywhere. Did it fall into my jean cuffs? No. Don't see it on the floor. I may have just lost spring. Hopefully I don't need that one. I think there's only 67 keys on this keyboard, so hopefully I don't need it. That's a big bummer if I lost it though. Sheesh. I have no clue where it might have gone to. Sheesh. Alright, whatever. Grabbing the springs again. Kind of just touching it up. Putting it on, dropping it down. Crap. That's fine. Dang, now that bothers me. I am disturbed. What happened to that spring? I hope it didn't like land in this pile or somewhere over here. I didn't hear it fall. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. I didn't hear it fall anywhere. I'm gonna find it randomly somewhere. Oh, that's gonna upset me. If I'm missing one spring, hopefully I didn't drop. Oh, it's right here. Wait a second. I just dropped it right here. Okay, so I think that's it. We're good. More like a fitness personal coach. Yeah, he does. Yep, and Charles Barkley and Dwayne Wade and others. Well, really? How was it? Oh, talk about Michael Jordan. It was great. That's dope. Yeah, his mentality was crazy. In the book, they explain why Michael Jordan is like that. Haha. Yeah, Michael Jackson was phenomenal. Sounds delicious. Young DK Jr. Will DK find the spring? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball X. Dragon Ball Z? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Gonna just rub these around a bit more, get some more lube on all these springs, just a touch more lube. Greasy lube springs. We love our greasy springs. Okay. I'm trying not to touch these, but I think I'm going to end up touching them because they're all stuck together. Oh my gosh, this is so dang tedious. Why do I like to do this? Why do I think this is cool? I have no idea. I don't know how I got into keyboards. No, I know exactly how I got into keyboards. So what happened is I was playing some like lo-fi music in the background, and the video ended while I was like just like reading or something like that, and the YouTube video auto played into a keyboard typing ASMR, and I heard it and immediately felt a large sense of nostalgia from the sound of mechanical keys. A large sense of nostalgia and just general love. Hold on. Weesh. Weesh. I'm gonna go live on Instagram too while I'm at it. Yeah, I don't know why I do this. Let me respond to some of my message on Instagram. Here.
Hey DK, how you doing, brother? Hope everything's well, man. Yeah, hey, I just had a few questions about like the legal aspect of it, like if you use like contracts when you produce music, you know, with artists and things like that. That's kind of like you have templates and things like that. That's kind of what I wanted to know about. I'm doing a project for school and I'm interested in learning more about it. And then also, man, I wanted to connect with you about. Are you going to the Grammys? Like, I wanted to go and I want to go, but you know, I don't know where I can purchase tickets. I know it's like it's kind of difficult. But if you know of anything, let me know, brother.
It's a good question. So I don't know if you heard that. That was just a voice memo on. That was a voice memo on Instagram, and he asked about contracts for producers and songwriters, as maybe working with artists. I need to figure out what capacity he means by that, like as a producer or a songwriter, or if it's like signing someone onto a label, which is different contracts there, or like going promoting their tour, you know, that's another different contract, or sync licensing, or various different contracts in the music industry. And I am not a lawyer, nor do I give legal advice. I do recommend you spend time talking to a lawyer, and if you do get a big placement with a big artist, that's when the lawyers start working with you. There are many lawyers out there where they work with you to help set up splits and set up contracts per placement that you put on. So I do recommend looking into that. Wife just came in and she said food is ready. So I'm just going to add a few more springs in here, and then I'm probably going to call it a day with the stream. But appreciate everybody that came and hang out. Thank you so much, Lynn Hart, Easy Noti, Young Hung. I combined the two names and called you Young Noti. That's funny. Yeah, I'll probably just finish this up. Let me finish these last springs. If you have any other questions, so let me answer those questions real quick. So with the lawyer thing, I do recommend you talk to a lawyer. Talk to a lawyer who will help you specialize. There's various ones. You could just search up music lawyer on Instagram even. And there are music lawyers. You can just DM them and they can help you out and potentially set up contracts for you with placements, and they take a cut as well. Usually they take a cut rather than paying up front, but there are many different options out there. More options for bigger placements. So if you're an artist that's never had a big placement, then this is not usually something that you have to worry about. I'd recommend at least just having a PRO affiliation, so ASCAP or BMI, and just having those numbers ready to go. I think they're called IPI numbers, and that'll help you. So in a proper setting, they'll ask you when you want to do splits and back end, that's who will pay out those royalties to you. And so you want to register your works, or when has somebody else register their works on your production, that you properly set up contracts and splits. And it could be just some easy email agreement too. It doesn't have to be super duper formal, but saying, hey, I'm planning on getting 20 to 50% of this song for the beat. And oftentimes producers will also charge an upfront fee. Yeah, so things of that nature. Let's see. And the second one that he said is buying tickets to the Grammys. So how do you get into the Grammys? So first off, they announced that this year's Grammys is canceled due to COVID. It was supposed to be on January 31st, and it's no longer happening, unfortunately. And you can't buy tickets to the Grammys because of that. But even if you did, there's only a select number of people that can buy tickets to the Grammys. You have to be an active voting member of the Grammy board, which is a whole process to get in. Did you know that I am an active Grammy member and I help decide who wins the Grammys? I'm one of the voting members on the Grammy board, and I help decide. I vote for who wins in the Grammys. And so it was fun. This year was my first year participating as an official voting member, and I voted for lots of really cool people, some acts that you probably guess, and some that you may not have ever known that I enjoyed. Just a really fun process to do this year for the first time, and I'll be continuing to do that now for the rest of my life, rest of my career, and vote in the Grammys. And so I had the opportunity. So if you're a voting member of the Grammys, then you can have the opportunity to buy tickets to the actual Grammy celebration. Otherwise, it's totally invite only. So it's a whole thing, and it's quite expensive. The tickets are quite expensive as well. Like the cheapest tickets are like $200 or $300 or something like that. So it's a whole thing. Yo, DK, what do you do about the new what do you do about the Dolby Atmos 5 speaker studio experience they're doing? Yeah, don't worry about it right now. I would say don't worry about it. It's not really scalable yet. Even if you wanted to play back an Atmos speaker, it's not. There's no affordable options to do so, so it will not be an experience that anybody can just set up in their house. The technology is not there. The only thing that people can do is listen on headphones. And guess what? You can mix an Atmos. You can mix an Atmos if the main source of consumers is only listening in Atmos on headphones, then you can go ahead and mix Atmos on headphones. I just recommend it getting mastered by Atmos professionals. So if you're mixing Atmos on headphones, then I'd recommend it getting mastered by Atmos guy that has a proper Atmos speaker system. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's not scalable. It doesn't sound that great yet. People are trying to figure it out. So I would just say don't worry about it for right now. All right, on that note, I'm probably going to put this down for a second. I'm going to come back and finish up the rest of these hopefully tonight. I probably won't get on live stream again, though. I'll probably just listen to music and just do this on my own, because honestly, this isn't that fun or unique. So appreciate everybody that came through. Let me do this. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through and saying hi. Appreciate y'all. We will come back and I'll do more live streams again Thursday morning, Friday morning for mixed feedback. If you want to be interested in mixed feedback, follow In the Mix Studios, twitch.tv/In the Mix Studios if you want to check out our seminars and stuff that we stream every once in a while. It's a lot of fun. So on that note, happy mixing, my friends. Stay saucy, enjoy life, take care of yourself. Peace.